Like you said, you know, when you're on the mats and you're competing against somebody, you're gonna give it your all, you know. And I think that it's very easy to look at that moment itself and to think to yourself, oh, good for him, he performed really well. We all like to look at that combination of 3 punches that caused a knockout, but you don't see what led to that knockout, the preparation, the setup, the countless hours at the gym, drilling over and over and over again. You know what? We get to witness it all as the generals, you know, in our own academies. You know, whether it is that people have some goal in their mind that they want to get into fitness, they want to lose some weight, and they want to be stronger. You know what? I'm going to use the provincials as a motivation to go down to the next weight division. Or you know what? I got taken down in every single time at my last tournament. I did well, but you know what? I think I can improve my wrestling. So we're there for each other. You know, we're there for each other on the mats to push each other to get better. And when we go out and compete, we compete strong and we perform really well. But the cohesiveness of our team, that's what's special about Body of Four, you know. I'm very passionate about what I do, and everybody that knows me, they know that. If I come to the mats, I'm gonna give you my all, I'm gonna give you my heart. Because I need for you guys to learn something from me, you know. I'm not gonna come and for an hour and after 59 minutes I'm looking at the time going, oh, I gotta go guys, see you later. If you give me that focus, I'm gonna give you my focus too, and I'm gonna give you something from my heart. Christmas is here, and it has turned into this, let me give you a gift kind of facility. But no matter what gift you get that is material, it's gonna wither and go away. But the gift that you give each other from here or from here, that is meant to make a difference in you, that gift will last forever. And when you're old and crippled because you did too much Jiu-Jitsu or something, you're gonna lean back. You know, it's like a plant that you plant a seedling, right? That's the Jiu-Jitsu life that you live. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you're older, that's a big tree that bears all this fruit. You know, and all these fruits are all those great memories of going to Colombia or going to Las Vegas to compete at the World Championships. And our team was awesome. Yeah. And we did so well, you know. And you know what? We all face adversity in and out of our lives, you know, whether it's injuries or personal things that we go through. And I can tell you one thing, man. I always say this to my students, and hashtag together we stand. And I always say that, you know, because really, we are the sum of everybody's contribution, not only as your teachers, but as other students. My professor here, he will see something that I'm doing, be like, Chino, you could do this too. You can add this too. The cool thing about it is you never stop learning. And you know, Confucius said the moment that you stop learning is the moment that you're dead. And how true is that? If you're always looking to improve yourself, hey man, you can't go wrong. And the beauty is that through Jiu-Jitsu you can do that, you know? So I'm just so blessed, you know, for those of you who know who I am and where I come from nothing. I'm not even supposed to be alive, for those people that know my story, you know? And for me to be living on bonus time, and to have brothers and sisters and the relationships that I have built in my Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle that I have now, you know, honestly, man, it just fills my heart this big. And to see my brothers and sisters move up in the ranks, you know, to their next stripe that they look forward to, or their next belt, or you know, like when you look at the statistics, how small the percentage of people that truly fulfill their career until they're black belts. It's a very small percentage, you know? And so when you see big events like black belt being given away, man, that really means like a crowning jewel of a career that continues on until you're dead. Because once you're a black belt, there's no way you're gonna be quitting. There's something inside of you, you know? And you know, one of the most influential people in my life, she was a very wise lady. She was my grandmother, Juanita. And she was very small. She was like almost 5 feet tall. But her personality was gigantic, bigger than this room. And she was so wise that she always talked in these metaphors, you know? And we talked about, you know, how to be strong, how to never give up, like all those different things that you want to teach your children, right? And those lessons, really, you're learning them every single time that you're rolling on the mats in here, you know? How many times have you been looking at the clock and goes like, 8 minutes to go, and I still gotta do this? But you don't quit. You keep going and going and going and going and going. And you know, everybody that knows me as a competitor knows there's one thing for sure. I may be taken down. I may be on the bottom. My opponent may have some crazy shoulder pressure, but there is zero chance that I will stop moving. I didn't do that when I was dead, and I came back. I did not give up. I came back. And I honestly believe that I'm back for a reason. And I'll be damned if I waste my time on stupid stuff. I'm going to invest this time. This is a wealth. This is a gift that was given to me. And I decide and choose to invest it with you. You know, every single one of you guys has something that I call the warrior spirit. Some of you guys don't know you have it. Some of you guys think you have it. Some of you guys are not even aware of what the warrior spirit even is. See, the warrior spirit is like a drum. Some of you guys think that you have a giant drum, when in fact, this is small. And some of you guys that are not too sure of yourself, you think you have a small drum, when in fact, it's quite large. You just don't know how to beat on that drum just yet. But the reality is that as your teachers, it's our turn to be like, you know what? I know this cool beat. And it goes like this. And those are all the moves and combinations that we show you. But at the end of the day, the warrior spirit within you is the one that needs to play that tune. Like when you're in competition. And it's that beating heart inside of you that says, I will not quit. I will not surrender. And I will showcase my skill to the best of my ability. That's who you are, man. And if it doesn't go your way, because sometimes it has a louder drum, and that's okay. You pick up the pieces, you stand up proud to the fact that you stepped on those mats, that you challenge yourself to compete. And at the end of the day, man, showcase your skill. You know? That I learned through the years. And it says that we find something that we do, and we begin to think, oh, this could make me financially secure. So you start working. You forget about everything else. And you think, you know, I'm going to be rich. But are you really rich? You're never going to be rich until you have something that money can't buy. And how true is that? The friendships that you build, the family that you continue to build, standing together as one in Body of Four. Those guys that are with me in Chino, Jiu-Jitsu, and Body of Four, we're the same thing. We're together. And today, we celebrate. We celebrate a successful year. January 1st, 2016, this man and I have a conversation, and I said, this year is going to be so successful. You're going to be looking back at it and going like, man, that was awesome. And I can tell you one thing. The way that our team is growing, 2017, I can tell you this much. Bring it. It's going to be even bigger. I am the first Guatemalan black belt. With pride, I say that. I worked my butt off to get to where I am right now. Okay? And it's with great pleasure and satisfaction that finally we might be able to open up a Body of Four extension in my beautiful Guatemala. And I cannot wait for that to come to fruition. Together we stand, together we grow.